Okay, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe and click that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload. And if you are an existing subscriber, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and let's get our day started. So let me reintroduce myself. My name is Rachel, the gardener. No, I'm just playing. I am a gardener by trade. No kidding. But I do love to garden. It's one of my hobbies. So let me show you my babies that I have out here that I love to garden. And then let's get into some curbside appeal, because when you walk up to your house, you want to add some little beauty on the outside as well as having beauty on the inside with your home decor. So plants on the outside is like having decor outside of your house. So let's talk about some curbside friendly plants for people who don't have green thumbs and for people who do. So yes, guys, I'm going to show you my curbside appeal, the decor that I have on the outside of my house. This is something that adds not only some appeal, but it also says that the person who lives here is taking care of their home and cares about not only the inside but the outside. So as you can see, I have hostas, roses, and I have some hydrangeas on one side of my porch, and so you can see all of this from the curb. And then on the other side I have a variety of flowers, which includes some daylilies, some daisies. I also have a rose bush and some other perennials that add just a little bit of pop of color. I also have some annuals out here that add some color as well. And this also makes me extremely happy when I get ready to come home from wherever I'm coming from, to walk up to my gate and see some nice decor, my flowers out here, a nice pop of color. And now let's get ready to talk about some plants that you can plant in front of your house, whether you have a green thumb or not. So let's get started. And the first plant that I want to talk about is the hostas. Okay, what better way to add some greenery to the front of your house than with some hostas? They have a variety of different types of hostas. I happen to like all of them. One of the greatest benefits of having hostas in your yard is that it is a perennial and that it will come back every year. And every year it gets bigger and bigger. They do recommend that you cut them back after 3 years because they do get kind of massive, but they add so much greenery. They're easy to take care of, and you don't have to worry about replanting them. So I am just showing you some examples of the hostas that I have in my yard. And another great way to add a pop of color to your yard for beginners are impatiens. Most of the impatiens that you think of are annuals, but they do have them in perennials. But the annuals add such beautiful color, and it lasts all the way from early spring all the way up until the first frost. And these are definitely beginner friendly. So another great thing about impatiens is that you can grow these in containers if need be. Okay, guys, and I haven't forgotten my friends who may not be homeowners but may be renting a home or renting an apartment. Please check with your building manager before planting directly in the soil. If you cannot plant directly in the soil, majority of the plants that I am going to show you today for beginners, you can plant directly in containers and still add that decor to the front of your home. And even the vegetables that I'm going to show for beginners, you can plant those in containers as well. And you can have those on a balcony, in the back of your home, wherever you have a little bit of space, so you can still enjoy some of these jewels and gems and add them to the front of your home. So please enjoy the rest of the video. And speaking of containers, these begonias are so pretty to grow either directly into soil or in containers. They add such a nice pop of color, and the color lasts for a very long time. And these plants are very low maintenance. And because these plants are annuals, they are very affordable and easy to plant. And these begonias are an easy way to add a quick pop of color to give you some good curbside appeal. And the last curbside appeal plant that I wanted to talk about that is low maintenance and easy to plant is the hybrid tea rose bush. The only thing that this plant really requires is water. Roses are a very thirsty plant. Other than that, it's very low maintenance. Because it is a hybrid plant, you don't necessarily have to worry about this plant not blooming or having disease. You will have blooms all summer long. Beautiful, beautiful roses. I absolutely love the hybrid tea rose bush, and I think this is an easy and quick way to add elegance and a pop of color to give yourself the curb appeal you want. Okay guys, so now that I showed you plants that you can add to the outside of your house that's affordable and will add some curbside appeal that you can use as decor to decorate the outside of your home, let me show you the vegetables that I'm growing in my garden. And then I'm also going to talk about some vegetables that are beginner friendly for those of you who just want to test the waters and try growing vegetables yourself. I promise you it will be so much fun. And I'm also going to talk about some plants that you can add to your garden that will help attract the appropriate bugs that you want to help you produce lots and lots of vegetables. Okay guys, so welcome to my little garden area. I am growing so much stuff in my garden this year. I'm growing bell peppers, jalapenos, zucchinis, cucumbers, sugar snap peas, bush beans, okra, collard greens, lettuce. I'm also growing some Swiss chard, carrots, and some other things. I can't even think of it. Oh, how did I forget the tomatoes? I'm growing tomatoes, 3 different kinds of tomatoes actually. So I am growing a lot this year in my garden. One of the things that I'm really excited about with my garden is being able to make myself a salad from my garden with the lettuce, the cucumbers, the sugar snap peas, the jalapenos, and the bell peppers. How nice would that be? I'm also growing some fresh herbs in the front of my home. I'm growing some basil, some mint, and some parsley, and I plan to make myself some cucumber water with my cucumbers from my garden and my mint. That is going to be so relaxing and so fun. And as far as fruit, I am growing some strawberries in containers, so I'm super excited about my garden this year. I can't wait for my first harvest. And of course, I am going to bring you along with me as I start to harvest my vegetables and my fruit and even my herbs. This is so exciting, guys, and it's so relaxing for me to come out here and see what has actually started to come up out of the ground. So in addition to wanting to eat all of this food from my garden, this is such a great bonding experience for me and my kids. I bring them out here with me, not only to help me maintain a garden, but to also plant some of the seeds. This is such a great learning opportunity, and this is something that we could do together to spend quality time with one another. And another benefit of bringing your kids out here in the garden with you is that they are excited to eat what they produce. So you can use your garden experience not only to relax you, but to bond with your significant other or even with your kids. Or you can just keep it as a sacred place where you come out here and just get yourself a peace of mind and be with your vegetables. This is why I love gardening, because I can apply all 3 things whenever I choose. I hope you all enjoyed that little tour of my garden. Those are my babies. I stalk them daily, several times a day. In fact, they bring me so much happiness, so much peace. I love my little babies. I am so into this gardening thing, you guys. So I just want to share my babies with you. So now let's get into some beginner vegetable plants that you can plant in soil or in containers. And the first vegetable that I want to talk about is lettuce. This vegetable is so easy to grow from seed. All you have to do is put the seed in soil, water it, and within a week, you will see lettuce seedlings. It's almost like magic. It is crazy. It's very easy to maintain. All you have to do is plant it in low sunlight. That way the leaves will not burn, and you will have an endless supply of lettuce. Another easy to grow vegetable is bell peppers. Bell peppers are so easy to grow. I usually buy mine when they have already started off as small plants from my local Lowe's or Home Depot. But I love bell peppers because they are very low maintenance and I get tons and tons of produce. And it's easy to grow bell peppers in containers too, so you can't beat that. Another fun plant to grow for beginners, a vegetable plant, is tomatoes. You can grow these easily from seed, or you can buy the small plants from your local Lowe's or Home Depot, and you can plant these directly in the soil, or you can put them in containers. As long as you maintain watering them, you should have an endless supply of tomatoes. Usually people love to grow tomatoes because you get so much. And the last vegetable plant that I want to talk about is the sugar snap pea and the bush bean. And these plants are so easy to grow from seed, either directly in the ground or you can grow them in containers. These are also fun to grow with kids and to pick with kids, and they are very delicious. Okay, so now that we talked about a few plants that are good for beginner gardeners, and we talked about how you can grow them either directly in the soil or you can grow them in containers, let's talk about the appropriate bugs that you want to attract to your garden. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, why do I want to attract bugs to my garden? You want to attract bugs to your garden so that you can have proper pollination. You want to attract bugs like bees. Bees are going to help you with pollination so that you can produce those juicy vegetables like zucchinis and cucumbers. So you want to add some flowers that are going to attract bees for pollination. So let me show you some flowers that you can add to your garden that are definitely going to attract some bees. Okay guys, so the first plant that I want to talk about are called nasturtiums. Not only are they visually pretty and appealing, but they attract tons and tons of bees. This will be an excellent plant to add to your garden to help with pollination. So another great pollinator attractor is the zinnia. These flowers are so gorgeous and they attract pollinators. You can also cut them and bring them into your house and they will reproduce flowers. These plants are also easy to maintain and will add some curbside appeal if you decided just to add it to the front of your home. And the last pollinator attracting plant that I wanted to talk about was the sunflower. I absolutely love sunflowers personally, but these sunflowers will attract so many bees, and there are so many different type of variety of sunflowers, and you can do a double whammy and add a mammoth sunflower to your garden that would attract bees, and then you can harvest the seeds and roast them or make yourself some sunflower butter. Okay guys, so you have all of your vegetables planted either directly in the ground or you have them planted in containers, and now you need to keep the pests away. There are several different ways that you can keep pests away, whether they're big or small. To keep bugs away, they have tons and tons of natural products that you can use or make yourself in order to keep the bugs away. Like for example, you can use dishwashing liquid and water, and that will help deter the bugs from wanting to eat your plants. And then for bigger pests, you can put fake owls out into your yard and they would deter the squirrels. The only thing that I would suggest if you do add an owl to your yard is move it around periodically so that it appears to be like the owl is moving around in your garden. You can also add some scarecrows. We have a scarecrow in our garden as well as an owl. So here's that scary owl that's in our garden that scares away all of the pests. And then here's the scarecrow that I had got as a kit that me and my kids put together to help keep the pests out of my yard. Hey guys, so remember to choose plants that are suitable for you. Your jewels, your gems, your decor in front of the house is supposed to bring you some peace, some serenity, and some happiness. So make sure you choose plants that are beneficial for how you are going to be able to maintain them and what you want to do in your garden. So for example, if you are into low maintenance plants because you don't want to have to do any sort of pruning or any sort of care for your plants, make sure you choose plants like the hostas or the nasturtiums so that all you have to do is just enjoy the beauty. Okay guys, so I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe. Again, I love decor, whether it be on the outside with my plants or on the inside, so please subscribe to my channel. It's going to be so much fun. I am going to share so many things with you as far as gardening, home decor, cooking, how to manage raising 4 kids and a husband, as well as taking you on my weight loss journey. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate my subscribers that I already have. Thank you so very much for your support, and you all have a beautiful day. Talk to you tomorrow.